Boom! What's up, YouTube? Gemini Johnny, live again. Check out some creepy TikToks. You know the drill. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. I know I said 4:15, and then I got started at 4:30. Hey, my bad. Dogs needed to be walked. You know, what are you gonna do? We are streaming in 720p today. If you were with us yesterday, the stream started messing up about halfway through. So we're gonna try it out in 720, and you know, maybe we'll up it next time and see what happens. Yeah, I know, crazy. Day 22 already. Shout out to Snowy. See you in the chat. Appreciate you being here. Missed you yesterday. Debbie in the chat also. What's up, Debbie? OG with the coffee mug. She Wolf. All the OGs here. Chris Mango. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you guys. And Dark Maribel. What's up? Hey, thank you all for being here. Let's get this stream started, huh? As usual, you know, let me know if there's any issues with the stream or the quality or the what am I trying to say? The volume. That's what I meant. I don't even have TikTok open yet. Let me do that. Yeah, let me know if there's any issues with any of that good stuff. And if there is, I will try to fix it on the fly. We'll see what happens. Keep in mind, this is a live stream. So, you know, it's hard. I can't cut out all my ums and breaths and pauses and stuff. So, you know. Yeah, we went through, I don't know, probably 10 to 12 different TikToks yesterday. And I got a handful more for you today. I think we're going to start. Is it this one? Yeah, we're going to start with that one. Yeah, I was running, like, as you know, you guys know, I was running a little behind, so I might have to do some setup along the way as we go, but that'll be all right. Berserk in the chat. What's up, homie? Uh-oh, I'm actually not late. Sup, boys and gals? Yeah, we're just getting started. Heck yeah. I know, I was late. That might have helped you out a little bit. But yeah, I felt like there was something else I was gonna say. Oh, just for, you know, I know all the OGs in the chat right now know the drill, but for newer people, or if you're watching this, you know, live or on the replay or whatever, typically what I do with these videos is I'll go through TikTok and save all the creepy videos I can find that are new, that I haven't seen before, because I don't want to give you reactions to stuff I've already seen, because that's fake and lame. And then I go through them. I watch the first couple seconds to make sure they don't look familiar, and then I go through them live today, but usually while I'm recording. And we watch them, and hopefully they're new, and hopefully they're scary. And I don't know, every once in a while they are. So yeah, I guess we'll get started. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Can't forget all my lines. Yeah, see, I knew I'd have to get stuff set up. Here we go. Oh, you guys aren't supposed to see that. It's okay. Oh, not that either. Dang, see, I should have done this before. Oh well, here we go. This is from scary_videos 044.
A Josi capotada já, com sono. Aí, Thiago, a câmera que eu comprei nova aí. Vermelhinha e tal. Vocês nem esperaram pra festa aí, né, mano? Meu Deus do céu, que porra é essa, velho? Mano, eu vi uma coisa aqui, Thiago. Tem alguma coisa que passou aqui, velho. Velho. Tô falando sério, cara. Tô falando sério. Vem aqui comigo, cara.
Tem nada aqui, não.
Eu vi uma coisa assim, cara.
Tá louco, mano?
Maluco. Maluco.
I totally missed it.
A Josi capotada. Pra festa aí, né, mano? Meu Deus do céu,
Oh,
que porra
I saw it that time.
Vocês nem
Someone walked by the
esperaram pra
door.
festa aí, né, mano? Meu Deus do céu, que porra é essa, velho?
Yeah, I don't know. That's creepy. Let me get that set up over here for the next full screen video real quick. Make sure I do this right. Boom. TikTok. Boom. Man, see, this is what happens on live streams. You guys get to see how the sausage is made. You're in the room where it happens. Shout out Hamilton. Yeah, that was creepy. I don't know. Let me go check on the chat. I mean, you know, it's filmed on a potato once again, so it's kind of hard to tell if it was real or not. Finding the kitchen from beginning. What's up, Zed Files? Appreciate you being here. It's a big boy who went past that video. I seen the video. Yeah, they were definitely tall. They were almost as tall as the door frame.
Mano, meu Deus! Vocês nem esperaram pra festa aí, né, mano? Meu Deus do céu! Vocês nem esperaram pra festa aí, né?
Yeah, he's pretty big. How's the volume? Is it coming through okay? Somebody said some of the TikToks yesterday weren't quite loud enough, so if they're too low, let me know. I'll try to turn them up. I pretty much just have like a visual audio bar to go off of, so it's hard for me to tell how loud it is for you guys. Yeah. Oh, what's up? Bob's in the chat. Appreciate you being here. Big hugs and tons of kiss to Cash and Violet. Yeah, they're right here. They're chilling. I'm gonna let them chill for as long as they will. But yeah, always all the hugs and kisses for Cash and Violet. Tomorrow's video, Cash makes a special feature. We'll see how it goes. He wanted to be in my, well, he didn't really want to be in my lap, but he got in my lap earlier, so always fun. All right, let's go check out the next video.
Can you interpret what this disembodied voice is saying? This is police body cam from the Murdaugh family murder scene. The officer is speaking with Alex Murdaugh while the bodies of Maggie and Paul Murdaugh lay lifeless just a few feet away. Alex was eventually convicted of the murder, but he's putting on a show for investigators while speaking with his brother on the phone. After you hear Alex tell his brother that Maggie and Paul are dead, listen to the disembodied voice captured on the police body cam. What does it sound like it says to you?
They are dead, aren't they?
Yes, sir. That's what it looks like.
Green. Maggie's Paul are dead. Where are you now?
Can you interpret what this disembodied voice is saying?
No, I couldn't interpret it, but it's definitely weird.
Where are you now?
Yeah, no, I don't make anything out. It just sounds like fuzziness, but that's really weird. Yeah, do you guys know, if you guys don't know that story, that guy did it. He's the one that, like, you know. Why's my stuff flipping out? All right. Yeah, he was like putting on a show, trying to pretend like he didn't. As one does when they, you know, they do that to their entire family. Oh, Nico's in the chat. Hi, Nico. Thanks for being here. There we go. Volume's good. Good to hear. All right, cool. Let's see the pups, please. Well, I feel like if I get them riled up, they're gonna get riled up. But maybe I'll get them up here at some point. It sounded like a ghost trying to breathe or not drown. I could see that. Yeah. Let's listen to that one more time.
Where are you now?
Yeah, I can see what you're saying, for sure. Yeah, it's a weird one. I don't know, but yeah. Probably some weird stuff. I don't know. If my dad M-worded me, I'd probably haunt his ass too. Oh my god, that one's too loud. Alright, hold on. Whoa, not that far. Turn my volume down. Guys again. A house sitter took a vid and froze when she watched it. Peppy. I mean, all right, but couldn't this just be like a normal video with somebody walking by in the background and then somebody else posts it? Then Mike's ghost vids over here posts it. It's like this big scary ghost. I mean, I don't know, it might be, but it also could just be somebody walking back there. Although I will say, when they circled it, for some reason this gives me like there's an alien in your house vibes. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that skinny ass arm. Looks like it's doing this. Or what appears to be a weird shaped, featureless head. Yeah, exactly, Berserk. Like, it might just be a regular person, but it does kind of, I mean, it might not be, but it's hard to tell because once again, people filming on a freaking phone from 1998. I don't understand people. Like, I'm pretty sure most people have at least like a 720p camera. And I just realized it's probably worse, speaking of 720p, it's probably worse for y'all because I'm streaming it in 720p and it's already bad quality, so. Oh, thank you, She-Wolf. Nice. Big W's in the chat for She-Wolf. Heck yeah. That was around the time, when you did that yesterday, that was around the time my thing wigged out, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. It just lets me reply to you. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could be Groot, it could be an alien, or it could just be a regular person walking back there. Who knows? Big W's in the chat for She-Wolf. Appreciate you. Oh, just real quick. I just noticed the comments. Oh man, going too far. Here we go. There we go. I just noticed one of the top comments. Most of the top comments actually are saying that that's just a regular person walking back there. So, at least we all had the same conclusion. Let me actually put it up real quick. Boom.
Emily was recording her cats playing when she caught this on camera. Emily was recording
weird.
her cats playing when she caught.
It also looked like the eyes pop back up over
Emma.
here. Maybe those are there the whole time. Hold on. His head goes in, turned around. But this is such a confusing video. Do they have a third cat?
Yep.
Maybe they have a cat ghost. Guess that's always a possibility. All right. I try to only show you comments when they're good, but this one's a must-see. Some people, man. Oh no, don't start going slow. Desktop. Boom. Alright, sorry it took so long. Person said they peed from this video. Not lying. When I saw it, jump scared me and I pee. Embarrassing. Thanks for your input, Maisie. Appreciate you. Let's check on the chat. All right, W's. Love it. I love it. Thank you again, She Wolf. Snowy. Oh my God. I was saying She Wolf that whole time. I think I was saying She Wolf. Thank you, Snowy. My God. From She Wolf and Snowy. I think that's what I was reading. And I appreciate you. I can't believe I just did that. Thank you, Snowy. Appreciate you. I appreciate you too, She Wolf. Thank you both. Legends.
Emily was.
Yeah, we saw that. Do you see that in the corner of the door? I had a weird feeling, so I started recording.
Anybody in here?
Oh, we're gonna turn that way up, don't worry. In the corner of the door.
Anybody in here? Anybody in here?
So are they talking about like the crack in the door?
Anybody in here?
I definitely don't see anything in there. Oh, corner of that door. Right there. There's something. Maybe it's probably just a cat. Let's be real. Look up. Wait. This. And it's gone. That's weird. Probably a cat, but definitely weird.
Anybody in here?
Slow that down a little bit. Yeah, hard to tell, but definitely gone when she looks back. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you know, Occam's razor says it's probably a cat. But I don't know. Maybe it's a chupacabra. Saw the light on the top of the door.
Anybody in here?
Somebody said there's a Niners jersey in the closet, but I don't see one. Not that that matters, but... Oh, maybe it is. Anyway, next video.
There was this creepy weirdo in the mid 1400s who was absolutely obsessed with the idea that there were witches running amok all over Europe. And he traveled all over Europe trying to find evidence. His name was Heinrich Kramer, and he was an inquisitor. as in the Inquisition. He wrote one of the most notorious books in history. It's one that a lot of people on Book Talk discuss in their videos.
Malleus Maleficarum, or Hammer of the Witches.
So here's what led up to him writing this extremely evil and sadistic book. The official position of the Catholic Church up until like the mid-1400s was that witches weren't a real thing. They were people who were deluded by the devil into thinking they had supernatural powers, but it's now starting to rain. All right. So anyway, they were deluded people who thought they had supernatural powers, but they really didn't. And in the year 1080, the church issued a papal bull, which is like an executive order from the Pope, saying that no, you can't murder people because you suspect them of causing a crop failure or a plague. So if you meet a witch, pat them on the head and tell them to repent and do some chores around the church. Don't light them on fire. The light in here is absolute bullshit. I'm sorry. But then about 400 years passes and Heinrich Kramer does what inquisitors do. He goes from town to town looking for evidence of heresy and blasphemy and other sorts of deviance. He becomes utterly obsessed with this idea that witchcraft is being practiced all over Europe by evil women and is to blame for pretty much anything that goes wrong. He's the top witchcraft conspiracy theorist of the day, possibly of all time. And everywhere he goes, people are not having it. He gets laughed at and dismissed. No one takes him seriously. His Twitter posts are getting ratioed. It's a mess. So he writes to the Vatican basically saying, back me up here. And they do. The Pope issues another papal bull saying, actually, forget about that papal bull from 400 years ago. Witches are real. They're a real threat. And I'm going to give this idiot carte blanche to do whatever he needs to do to fight it, because witches are causing crop failures. They're sacrificing children. They're using magic to control the weather. They're making people sick. And worst of all, maybe, they're causing men to be impotent. Very naughty. So this gives him some juice to continue on his little mission. And as he's traveling around these towns, he's delivering sermons. And all of his sermons are about witches. He's obsessed with witches. He ends up in this one town called Innsbruck. It's in what would now be called Austria. And there's a woman who lives there named Helena Schuberin. And she does not take shit from anyone, especially not this crazed zealot spewing nonsense at the pulpit. She would swear at him, spit at him. One time she stands up in church and is like, "You're the one who's possessed, not us women," which, according to him, is exactly what a witch would say. So he uses his power as an inquisitor to take her to court and try her as a witch. It does not go well. He immediately gets creepily obsessed with the details of what she's got going on in the bedroom. That's all he wants to talk about is her sex life. And eventually the locals are like, they've had enough. They're like, okay, we see what's happening here. This is about your sexual baggage. Why don't you take a hike?
Isn't it always?
Case gets thrown out of court and he takes off. He scampers off. His authority is wounded. And to claw some of it back, he writes a book about, you want to guess? It's called The Malleus Maleficarum, The Hammer of Witches. And it spends many, many pages discussing how women are more susceptible to falling in league with demons because they're so carnal and lusty and dirty. And it outlines a bunch of sadistic torture methods for getting confessions out of these horny witches. It will not stop raining, and I don't know how I'm going to get back to my car. The church actually condemns the book. They say it promotes illegal methods of getting confessions. It's promoting demonology. He tried to give it an air of legitimacy by publishing the papal bull he received in the front of the book as if it's like an extension of the Pope's order. It's not. Also, word gets out about his creepy behavior during the trial of Helena Schuberin. And his archbishop shames him and rebukes him and says, like, yeah, this guy doesn't speak for me or for the church. Everyone around Heinrich Kramer sees him as a paranoid, creepy lunatic. But he writes the book shortly after the invention of the printing press, which allows it to go into print and into mass distribution. And it sparks off a mass hysteria about witches. And you probably know all about the sham trials and murders of these many, many innocent women. This lasts a couple hundred years. The witch craze didn't kick off until after Kramer was dead. So he never got a chance to get off on the torture of these women who presumably he thought were making him soft. So that's the creepy weirdo Heinrich Kramer, author of the Malleus Maleficarum, or Hammer of the Witches.
Oh, still raining on him.
The Malleus.
This guy, I put it up on the screens, KRK_WD. You know, I would recommend maybe a more memorable name, but he's doing all right. He's got like 78,000 on TikTok, so good for him. Yeah, but that was really interesting. He does a lot of stuff that's like right up in the alley of, you know, if you're into my channel, you'll probably be into his content too. So definitely go check him out on TikTok. I give him a follow because I know it wasn't like creepy content, or creepy like footage, but I thought it was really interesting. And I wanted to hear it. I didn't realize it was gonna be so long though. My bad. Let's check on the chat. Ish in the chat. What's up, Ish? Nico, yes, technically, but it's all good. I think it should be okay. That's why I did 720, because we didn't have enough bandwidth to keep up with the 1080. So yes, thank you, Berserk bandwidth. Hey, I live in the States, not Europe. Why in the vid there? Open the door. Yeah, I know, Mirabelle. A lot of these videos, they end right when it starts to get good. And I don't know, 70% of the time they're like for a part 2. It's like, dude, did you stop to post your TikTok before you continued exploring the thing you're exploring just when it got to the good part? I don't know. What's up, Russell? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Shout out Australia. I used to live with an Australian guy. He was one of the coolest dudes. Wild man, but he was cool. Let's see. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. Susie Q. I'm guessing that's how you say that. It's not Susie K. But yeah, you made one. Hey, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for tuning in anytime, but definitely love it when you can make the live stream. Oh, excuse me. Oh, Ish isn't here. So nobody's just looking for her. I see. Well, Ish, we miss you. Yeah, where is everybody from? That is actually, you know, I see Susie's in Virginia, and then who did I just say hi to? It's Russell from Australia. Everybody drop where you're from in the chat. I was actually thinking about that the other day. I never ask that, and I always wonder, like, when I'm not on a live. So now that I have the chance to ask you guys, drop in the chat. You know, state or country or whatever. You don't have to get. I don't need an address or anything. But if you could drop in your social security number and your date of birth, don't do that. And if you're watching this later, let me know in the comments, because I still want to know. Berserk, I'll try dating a witch next. Yeah, just get that book first so you know what's up, you know? Obviously, all the answers about witches are in there. Now, I've read a few witchcraft books. I don't know. It doesn't sound that crazy to me. I'm sure there's some darker elements to it that I don't know about or, you know, that are out there. But the stuff that I read, it all sounds pretty, like, personal and spiritual. It doesn't really have to do with, like, putting curses on people and stuff the way, you know, society looks at witches. What's up, Blurple Dragon? That sounds like a strain name. I dig it. I've seen you. I recognize you. I know you've been here before, but I don't know why I just now thought of that and didn't think of that before. But thank you for being here, homie. Ish, keep dancing. He freaked out my comrades. That's funny. Let's see. Yeah, everybody drop a like. Thank you, Berserk. Appreciate you for the reminder. I'm gonna pin your comment, actually. Is that a Frankenstein mug? This is actually a Stitch mug from Lilo and Stitch. Can you see it? Oh, let me get my... Yeah. I love Stitch. He's the homie. When I was a kid, my grandma always sends me Stitch stuff. Fun story time. Because when I was 12 years old, my grandparents brought me to California for a vacation and took me to Universal Studios and Disneyland. And I wore a Stitch hat the entire week that I got at Disneyland. And it was like one that looked like he was eating your head and it had these big floppy ears. And so now my grandma sends me Stitch stuff all the time. Let's see. Yeah, it's Santa Stitch. Yes, exactly. Yeah, good call, Mirabelle. Yeah, it's Santa Stitch, in case you didn't catch it. I have another one that the mug that always blends in with whatever my background is. Because it's blue, but it's also a Stitch mug. So if you ever see me with that one, I have 2 different Stitch mugs. Ontario, Canada, Louisiana, that's dope. Pacific Northwest, Seattle, what's up? Ohio, Pennsylvania. I don't want to get dogs. Hey, that's fair. No worries. Muskogee, Oklahoma. What's up, Joanna? Hey, I've been to Muskogee. Yeah, I was born and raised in Tulsa. I used to live in Catoosa for years and years. Don't miss it. Hello, I've been watching your videos for a bit. I'm a Gemini. Is that your zodiac sign? Hey, Castlove at Spiritual Radiance. Oh, it's on that. It's a peace sign. Castlove, peace sign, Spiritual Radiance. Yeah, I'm a Gemini, and you know, it sounded good, but I don't really do any zodiac content because you know, I mean, I don't know. I think zodiacs are interesting, but I'm not like super into them or anything. Also from Canada, thank you for being here. Heck yeah, heck yeah. All right, cool. Hey, thank you. If anybody missed it and they want to, hey, let me know where you're tuning in from. We'll jump into another video. I'm gonna get rid of that.
I got a DM from a guy who says, I experienced something haunting. I never tell anyone because I don't want to be labeled as crazy, but if you promise to keep me anonymous, you can share my story. He wanted to be called Joe for the sake of this story, and I have to tell you, I believe him. He swears up and down this is true. Joe's a pretty normal guy. He works as a service rider at a car dealership in Colorado. His favorite hobbies are fishing and watching football. In 2017, he decided he was lonely, so he downloaded a dating app. He went on a few dates before meeting a girl named Morgan, who he pretty much immediately fell in love with. They hit it off, and 6 months into the relationship, Morgan finds out she's pregnant. They decide to keep the baby. They have a healthy, happy baby named Brady. When Brady starts walking, the family adopts a small black lab puppy they name Max, and Joe and Morgan often call Brady and Max the puppy the kids. Joe and Morgan have a great relationship. They're great at parenting together, and they decide to get married in 2019. A year later, Morgan's pregnant again, and they have a healthy, happy baby girl they name Michaela. Michaela is born with a lot of brown hair, brown eyes, and she's just a really sunny little happy baby. One day in August of 2022, Joe wakes up really, really early to go fishing with his buddy Kyle from work. He packs up his truck around 3 a.m. and they are on the water by 3:45 a.m. This was the lake that Joe and Kyle fished often. Joe says that he was really happy with his life at this point. He felt like his life was complete. His job was great. His relationship with his wife was great. Happy with his kids. Just couldn't ask for anything more. They get done fishing around 8 a.m. and they're packing up their respective trucks in the parking lot. They drove separate. Kyle finishes packing up his truck. He drives off. Joe waves. Joe says there were other cars in the parking lot, but nobody that he could see. After he's done packing up his truck, he's about to get in the cab, and he looks up and sees strange lights in the sky. He described them as if the northern lights were in Colorado. They're like beautiful reds and pinks and blues and yellows as far as the eye can see over the lake. Joe gets in his truck, and he's watching the lights for about 20 minutes. He figures it's some strange celestial or solar event, and he's just admiring it. The lights fade, and he drives home. He pulls up to the house, he gets out, he goes in, and Morgan is furious, and she's like, "Where have you been all day?" Joe's like, "What are you talking about? I was fishing." He left before she was awake. She's like, "No, I've been trying to get a hold of you all day, and you haven't answered any of my calls or texts." And he looks down, realizes his phone's dead. He powers up his phone. He does realize that he has a ton of missed calls and texts from Morgan, and it's
He just
2
like
p.m.
me.
Somehow he has lost 4 hours from his life. The lake where he was fishing was about 20 minutes, and he said he couldn't have watched the lights for longer than 20 minutes. He apologizes to Morgan. He's like, "I must have dozed off," and she's like, "It's fine, whatever." He's like, "Where are the kids?" She's like, "They're napping." Joe's tired because it's a weekend, and he's been up since like 2:30 getting ready to go fishing, so he goes in his room and he takes a nap. He wakes up, Morgan's in the kitchen making dinner, and Brady's playing on the floor. He's like, "Where's Michaela?" And she's like, "Who?" Joe laughs, and he's like, "No, is she still asleep?" And Morgan's like, "What are you talking about? Who is Michaela?" And Joe says he started feeling this immense sense of dread. He runs into Michaela's room, and it's not Michaela's room. It's the office it was before Michaela was born. He says he woke up in a reality where Michaela doesn't exist.
Oh my
But
God.
he has real memories from the 2
It's like the
years she
lamp
was
story.
alive. For example, they took a family trip to Utah right after Michaela was born. She was a newborn. She screamed the whole ride. They took a ton of photos, but when Joe looks at the family photo album, Michaela's not in the photo. He remembers her baby shower. He remembers her baptism. Everyone else has convinced him that he dreamed her. Joe says the only other story he can find similar to his is the Reddit lamp story. If you don't know what that is, look that up. The only difference of his story and that story is there was no accident. There was nothing that could have caused him to hallucinate her existence besides the lights he saw. Although he wanted to be anonymous, Joe did ask me if I made this video to ask if anyone else saw those lights over a Colorado lake in August of 2022, if anyone has experienced anything like this, and if not, what anyone thinks that could have potentially happened. Joe says, although there's no evidence that Michaela ever existed, he feels a void in his heart and he thinks about her every single day. Keep sending me these
That's so
stories and I
sad.
will keep adding them to this thing that could have caused him
Wanna see,
to
what date did she
hallucinate
say?
her existence besides the lights he saw. Although he wanted to be anonymous, Joe did ask me if I made this video to ask if anyone else saw those lights over a Colorado lake in August of
Colorado Lake in August of 2022. See, at first I was like, well, maybe he did see the Northern Lights because you've been able to see them in more places lately. And like I know on the East Coast of the U.S., you've been able to see them in like Boston and other parts of the East Coast. But man, 2022, I don't know about that, especially in Colorado. Definitely weird. I've never heard of a story of somebody like seeing Northern Lights or something to that effect and then losing. Also have a time lapse. That's crazy. Usually it's like you see a saucer or some other weird thing first, and then you have a time lapse, and it's like they probably got abducted. But I wonder if this dude did just fall asleep and just also happened to see weird lights in the sky. Especially if it's described as the northern lights. Those wouldn't really like. This probably wouldn't like panic you. You know, they'd probably be like, "Whoa, what a sunset!" You know. That's crazy. Sorry for another story. I didn't really, you know, like I said, I saved these and we look at them later. But it's really interesting. Oh, and by the way, if you don't know the lamp story, I feel like you probably all do. I think we watched it on this channel. But the lamp story, basically, a quick version of it is a guy in college got like beat up by a football player, fell and hit his head. When he woke up, he like woke up in the hospital, and I want to say the love of his life was the woman that helped him get to the hospital and stuff, and then they get married and have a family. And then one day he starts looking at this lamp that looks weird, and he can't do anything else. And for days and days, he's just staring at this lamp until eventually he realizes the lamp isn't real and nothing is real, and he's still in a coma. And he never woke up from being beat up by that football player. And then he wakes up, and none of it was real. But he lived like 20 years of a life, and supposedly is a true story. Obviously, this guy's saying his story is true. So, man. Imagine if you can like jump from timeline to timeline where stuff is just different. It would really suck to grieve somebody that doesn't exist in your existence. Oh, God, I can't imagine. Let's see. Gyms are cool. Heck yeah, gyms are cool. I love this little community, man. And we're always welcoming more. So glad to have you here, Castlove. Old Pisces here. It's in Temecula. I know Temecula. Just gonna see what I'm fighting about it. I'm not sure. But yeah. Alright, let's jump to the next one. How much time we got?
Okay, someone want to explain this?
Oh, this one looked weird.
I removed this track lighting from a property today. I think the lightning... Why is this lit up? This is in a garbage pile from a remake. This is... I'm scared to touch it. This is disconnected track lighting. Look at this. Disconnected.
It's gotta be connected somewhere, right?
I somehow broke physics with this fence. My dog escaped from it the other day. I got mad at it, so I slammed it. This used to be on the other side of this. And somehow, both of them are unharmed, and now it's on the other side.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, this is Tessa. Your Medicare transition assistant for you.
Oh no, this is an elevator. You got the wrong number, bro.
Anyone explain this phenomenon? Look.
Oh, it's universal. We shouldn't throw this loud ass music over. Oh, it's because it looks like the.
Okay, someone want to
Looks like the squares are moving sideways. Well, I mean that's because of the angle of the thing. But this one, I mean that's got to be connected somewhere, is my guess. This one, what if he did break it and didn't realize it? They fixed it, and when they fixed it wrong. So now it's stuck on the other side. Also, I hope it's not one of those. I hope it's one of the gates that like opens all the way and doesn't, stop right there because it's not supposed to go that far. Because if so, nobody's getting out of that gate anytime soon, except for very skinny people. And what was the other one? Oh, this is crazy. What would you do if you got a phone call in the elevator? Dogs are freaking out. You guys want to see him? Come here. Come here. Crowd wants to see you. Come here. All right, who first? Cash is going to be more difficult. I'm going to take the headphones off for a second. Here's Violet. Oh my goodness. Say hi. You're supposed to look at the camera, not me. Get down. Okay, Cash's turn. Come here. Come here. Cash hates jumping up here. Come here. Oh, come here. All right. Come here. Come here. Hey. Yeah, no. All right, he's not going to do it. That one's not going to happen. I tried. But they say hi. And thank you to Snowy. And She-Wolf. Sure, I'm informed not to say anything. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. If you have any videos, feel free to send them over. We're fixed. I think we're fixed. Yeah, he's camera shy. Yeah, send them over to my email, geminijohnny369@gmail.com, or all of my social media links are in the description of all my videos. So you can send them over to me on any of those as well. And let's see where we were. Got a couple more in here.
I've seen my fair share of cults.
Oh, this one sounded interesting. Insane cult. Oh, no, I know this one actually. But here's a TikTok about it. I watched a documentary about this chick. This guy is Blaise Wilson, Blayce Wilson.
I've seen my fair share of cults, and this one is pretty weird. This cult calls themselves the Cult of Mother God, and it's run by this woman here, Amy Carlson.
All right, before we keep going, are we back? Are we good? It says excellent connection on my end, so I was assuming we are. I should have asked to make sure. Yeah, bro unscrewed that latch. Yeah, that's very possible too. I didn't even think about that. He might have just done it to get a viral video. Ideas. Wow, that's true. Yeah, it is, dude. I don't know. I don't understand when physics doesn't work. It's from my time lapse video in Leo moon eclipse like a few days after. I just found it in my clips. It sounds interesting. Yeah, send it over. I'm planning on compiling. I have a handful of videos that viewers have sent in, and I'm planning on compiling all of those for the Halloween episode, which I plan to do like I did last year, and it'll be a longer episode, probably like an hour or something. So. Oh yeah, they'll get all the belly scratches. All right, cool. So we're good. All right, we'll keep going.
She calls herself Mother God, creator of the universe, and she pretty much believed that she was being controlled by the spirit of Robin Williams himself. And not only him, but she could also channel information from other celebrities who weren't alive and even were alive, Donald Trump. But yeah, like Steve Irwin, Carrie Fisher, MJ. With everything in her, she believed that all this advice she was giving people was coming from Robin Williams himself. Her parents claimed she was a straight A student, and sometime between 2000 to 2007, she meets a man named White Eagle as she was frequenting a website called lightworkers.org. She's pretty much convinced she's a divine being by this man, and she leaves her husband, her job, and kids, moves to Colorado with this cult. They'd start posting in 2009 and would call themselves the Galactic Foundation of the Light. Amy's health starts declining very badly to where she starts losing weight. She's down to 103 pounds. And this cult believes that Robin Williams is going to come down in a spaceship and pick her up. She can't weigh over 103, and she's going to ascend. Her health continues to decline, and Robin Williamson is nowhere to be found. He doesn't show up in his spaceship. So this group spends about 12 days with her body. I forgot to mention, but she was last seen alive on April 10th of 2021. But yeah, police would eventually break in and find Amy's body, her face covered in glitter, body in a sleeping bag, wrapped in Christmas lights. Kind of like a shrine, they called it. I've seen my fair share of cults, and this one is...
Yep, and those pictures are out there on the internet somewhere too. I'm pretty sure I've seen those. And I also want to say that they were... Yeah, I think he mentioned it there at the end, that their belief is that she can't be over 103 pounds for whatever reason. So I think they were like starving her, and I want to say... If I remember correctly, they were like giving her massive amounts of that colloidal silver stuff, and that's why her skin started turning blue. I mean, I could be wrong on that last part, but man, weird stuff. I mean, look, who wouldn't want to go be worshipped? Actually, no, that'd be kind of weird. I don't think I'd want to do that. But like, she was being taken care of hand and foot. And before that, she was just like a regular chick working a job, probably. So, you know. Like, oh, I can have one person on every one of my limbs massaging me 24/7 and another person feeding me whatever I desire at all times of the day. Or I could go back and work 45 hours a week and pay bills. Like, can you blame her? Yeah, I agree, Castlov. I do think, like, ultimately there is a good and evil thing happening somewhere in existence. Yeah, it's interesting stuff. Yeah, and then you have people like this that are like, I don't know that this chick herself was evil, but definitely the people empowering her had some nefarious intentions.
This door is small, weird, and creepy, but it only gets creepier when I tell you where it's located. Now, this is the arched bridge of the Natchez Trace Parkway, which goes across Highway 96 just west of Nashville, Tennessee, my hometown. Growing up, my friends and I spent a lot of time exploring, trying to find weird and hidden places all around the area, and this is by far one of the strangest and one of the most weird. Where the bridge meets the land, there is a kind of structure that acts as an anchor for the bridge. And if you go up into that structure, between the bridge, between where it's anchored in, you find this small, weird door. And it literally leads to a tunnel that goes all the way through the bridge. I believe it's for maintenance, but it was unlocked once, and let me tell you, the inside of a bridge is just as scary and as creepy as you would imagine it to be. This door...
I remember seeing, and I don't remember if it was for the channel or if it was just a random video I saw, but I remember seeing something about somebody getting into something like this, and like they had made a home inside of it. I'm assuming, you know, a homeless person or something, but they were living inside of it and had like a little encampment and were living inside of a bridge. So this reminded me of. Definitely weird. Yeah, and I'm sure it's got to be for maintenance or something, right? Or maybe that's just where they keep all the cryptids locked up. Let's see. 103 pounds. I know, it's crazy. It's like my left leg. How tall was she? I'm not sure. I don't even know if that information's out there. Let me see. What do they call her? Mother Goddess or some stupid shit? Mother Goddess height? I guess all of her information's out there, so maybe. Mother Goddess cult height. Yeah, Amy Carlson. Maybe that's what I'll do. Let's see. Does it say anywhere? Oh, she was born in McPherson, Kansas. I also lived in Kansas. Fun fact. You guys are just finding all my information today. Yeah, I don't see anything about her height anywhere. But I mean, I don't know. I'm guessing. Oh, 5'6" is what. I don't know how reputable that website is, but that's probably a pretty good guess. I think that's also pretty average. So, you know, normal height. Too tall to be 103 pounds. I'll tell you that much. You saw how she looked. Let's see. That's where the troll under the bridge lives. That's great. What's up, Brenda Fisher? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. It's crazy. All right, everybody drop some words in. I'm going to try to find one more. Oh, this last one came from, sorry, I wanted to say Cole Porter on TikTok. The @ name is deck_of_DM_things. Once again, might do a little more palatable name there. But once again, has way more followers than me, so who am I talking to? Yeah, drop some, like, I don't know. What are the terms I usually look for palette cleansers? Cute. Animals. Funny, cute is a good one. Let's just do funny, cute. It's going to take too long. Let's see how quickly we can find a decent palette cleanser. Hey, if I jump on Twitch later and do and live stream some games, would you guys tune in for that? I honestly like the Twitch platform much better for live streaming. What is this? Dog, furries are taking it to a new level. What is this? Uh-oh, of course now everything wants to act up. Oh. Why are we torturing animals? That's what you get, punk. Cat's like, what the hell? I hate when they put the fake laughs over this. Like, I don't know. Is it just me or is terrifying your animal funny? I mean, it's funny when the animals attack back. Like, I like that one kid that got attacked. Okay. Also, are we not talking about this? Nobody in the comments is talking. Well, one person said it's why is no one talking about how realistic that saber-tooth tiger costume is. But like, what is this? The final boss at the furry convention? What is this? Why would you have this costume? It's everybody else in this video had a mask. This person has a freaking $8,000 Hollywood level saber-tooth tiger costume. Like, who is this? I mean, it's somebody rich enough to have one of those stupid. No, they're not stupid. They're actually really cool. I like these cats, but it's stupid to own them and have one in your home. And of course, my stuff's not working. All right, well, here's what we're gonna do. Boom. See if that helps. I agree, Johnny. The fake laughs annoy me. Yeah, the fake laughs are the worst. I don't know why people they put it in there because they think it's like gonna make you laugh more. Like it just. Don't tell me what to laugh at. Honestly, bad idea to fuck with cats. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, that one kid got what he deserved, man. I don't know. I hope it came back. Or YouTube's not receiving enough data. You spent a ton of money on that. A furry party. Yeah, don't scare the furry babies. For real, though. Oh, Cats musical? That's a possibility. Maybe it was one of the actors. Is that? I never watched it. The new one. Did they, is that what they look like? Stepped out the bureau straight out of Narnia. That's funny. Yeah, exactly. Berserk says, the fake laughs kill actual comedy. Animals can be funny, but like, let's just be kind to our creatures. Yes. Why would you be, I don't know, dude. It's like being mean to a baby. Like, baby didn't sign up for that. Or scaring a baby, I should say. But yeah, I may, if I'm feeling up to it, I got more recording to do for tomorrow's video. But I may jump on Twitch later and stream some games. So, I don't know if I have time later. I want to chill and play some games and feel like that's much more relaxing than watching this. So, yeah, if you guys want to check me out on there, it's Gemini Johnny also. Go follow me on all the socials too. They're down there. While you're following me on stuff, why not, you know? Makes me look better to get better brand deals. And when I send out my numbers to people, it makes it look like I have bigger reach, which I guess technically I do if I have more followers, but yeah. Snowy, I'm not sure. So the cloud platform I'm on right now doesn't have a whole lot of horror games. So I've been playing Far Cry Primal lately. It's where you play as like a caveman and build a community, and like it's pretty cool. I mean, it sounds boring actually. Now that I'm saying it, it sounds really boring, but it's really fun. But I am like almost halfway through that game, so I don't know if I want to jump into that to start streaming because nobody will know what's going on. But if nothing else, I'll play that. But I don't know. I have Ubisoft or Ubisoft Plus right now, and they only have like 30 games on there. A lot of them are Assassin's Creed. I don't know, that seems boring. But I don't know. We'll check it out later, and we'll see. I may stream something different. I may start up my Xbox membership again. I don't know. But yeah, there you have it, folks. That's today's live stream. It's a little bit shorter today, but we'll do this again maybe next week. We'll do Monday and Tuesday again. I don't know. We'll see. But what's your Twitch? Definitely follow you on there. What kind of games you play? Chula. My Twitch is Gemini Johnny. Just the same as this. Just all one word, Gemini Johnny. And I usually do horror games and like scary games or psychological thriller games. I was doing Metro Exodus and I kind of fell off from playing it consistently. But it was fun. I don't know. Maybe I might jump back into that. But it's also an older game, so I might want to try something a little newer. But yeah, it didn't really, it wasn't honestly that exciting for a stream. But I don't know. I'm going to go check out the games right now and see if there's anything decent looking. And yeah, see what my options are. But I'll try to find something scary. That way it's fun for all of us. But it'll probably be later tonight if I do. And if I do, then I'll make sure and post on YouTube to let you guys know that I'm going live over there, or when I am. So yeah. And honestly, the last thing I'll say about it is the Twitch platform is so much better for streaming games than the YouTube platform. So I will probably start doing gaming streams over there and just use this for like creepy TikToks when I do those live. So yeah. Hey, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, I don't have a thing I didn't make up a thing again. I forgot, but yeah, good night. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you. I love you. So until next time, stay creepy. And thank you again to Snowy. Appreciate you. And She-Wolf, because he was from both of you. But appreciate you. Thank you, Snowy. Legend. You ever play DBD? Real quick, I want to answer this. What is DBD? Is that Dragon Ball? I did play that Dragon Ball. Oh, Dead by Daylight. I've seen it on something, so maybe I'll try it out. I don't know. If not tonight, then I'll definitely try it out in the future. Is it? I guess it's pretty good. Oh, you guys both asked that at the same time. That was crazy. Maybe I will have to check that out. All right. Have a good night. Yeah, I'll let you guys know if I post on, or I mean, if I stream on Twitch later. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Later, y'all.